Hi guys, welcome to Miss King's World. Today I'm going to be showing you how I do my Aztec Clay mask. I'm sure you guys have seen this all over YouTube. This is nothing new. However, there is just a lack of 4C girls, and I'm just another one of those girls coming to show you how the mask looks in my hair, how I prepare it, and how I get my hair to look like this. I think she looks pretty cute. She looks healthy. She is bouncy. She is back to life because let me tell you, she was in shambles, okay? Like, people have been asking me on my Instagram, like, what's your hair routine? What's your hair routine? Well, honey, I am here to give you the hair routine, okay? But if you want to see how I got my hair like this from start to finish with the clay mask and how I actually styled my hair, and I did all of this with no gel. So today I'm going to be showing you how I use my Aztec Clay mask. I also use benite clay in case I run out of this, but this one I got from my local beauty supply. You can also get it from Amazon as well. But I really love this mask. I find that it does a really good job at cleansing your strands and really kind of bringing that life and luster back into your hair, especially for us 4C girls. You already know that is our aim, that is our goal. So today I will be showing you how I prepare that and how my hair looks and how I style it. Let's start with the clay. This is what it looks like. And I kind of know how much to put in at this point. Then I put some water in. Dropping things. Try to pour less water than more water because you don't want to put too much water and then you have to add more clay. You rather take it just a little bit at a time. I also add a little bit of apple cider vinegar. I don't like to add too much because my scalp is sensitive and so is my face. So I just kind of add it to the water so that I know that it actually mixes in. And then you mix it. Hear that bubbling? That is the clay activating. So I just add a little bit more water, and I definitely had to change spatulas because that was just not it. So I'm gonna leave a little bit of oil. So I'm gonna be adding 100% pure jojoba oil just to give it a little boost. So it's not so drying on your hair, and just make sure you mix that in really well. Okay, now that your mixture is mixed, wet your hair with warm water, or you can use a spray bottle. I'm going to split my hair in 4. It's easier to just work in sections. So I'm going to split this in like a pretty big section, but it's still small enough where you can work through it. Could use the fork and put this down a little bit so you could see. Use my spray bottle. I like using warm water because I feel like things just soak into your hair better. You're gonna grab a little clump like this, maybe a little bit more. And because it's a little bit lumpy, I like to work it into my fingers and then shingle it through my hair. Kind of really work it through. Make sure you're covering every single strand. Looks like this. It's looking pretty good. So you can already see that some of it is already starting. I want to zoom it in, but I don't want to touch it. But you can kind of see there that it's already starting to bring back my curls. You're just going to go through your whole head. Alright, so this is how it is looking. I usually leave it in for about 20 to 30 minutes. I don't know, I'm trying to find like cute little curls that you guys could see. maybe that one. It's kind of like zigzaggy, but that's just like my hair texture. So you can kind of see. But yeah, this is how it looks. I'll show you even the back. But you can already tell my hair is a little bit more bouncy. It's clumping together, which is good. It's not like too clumpy, but it kind of like sticks together, and that's how your hair is supposed to look. So yeah, I'm just gonna let this dry for about 20 minutes. Maybe I'll put some on my face, who knows, and then I'm going to rinse it out with warm water and then show you what kind of conditioner I use. And then yeah, we're gonna see how these curls turn out. So I am fresh out the shower and my hair feels super nice and soft. Thought I would show you how my hair looks. Fresh clay cleanse. So as you can see, the curls are super poppin'. See, it's like a lot of zigzag patterns, which is really nice. And my hair shrank, which is good. It just means that your hair is healthy and it feels really soft. I really love that clay mask. I find that it really does wonders for my hair and just like stripping it of all that extra product. And I'm going to be following up with the Shea Moisture Manuka Honey and Mafuri Oil Intensive Hydration Hair Mask. That is a mouthful. But that is what it looks like. And I really like this mask. I feel like it smells really good and it's really thick, which is nice because your hair needs that. See, it's like, yeah, it's like a good consistency. And to detangle, I either use my pick because I like the way the metal kind of runs through my hair, and I'll use like this one, a nice short one, and it's very sturdy, so you could really kind of like run through your hair. Don't pull it, don't do that. I was just kind of showing you guys. And I also use this brush as well, which is a dupe to the Felicia Leatherwood brush. I got this at the beauty supply store for about $5 or $6, and I really like it because it does separate, but the bristles are really hard. So this is a good brush to have as well. Now, same thing, work in sections. I'm gonna split my hair into 4. So, always says dime size, but we know what that means. So a whole big nice glob like that. Work from the ends, since that is the oldest part of your hair, and really push that in. And do you see how this conditioner too just kind of disappears? It's not really white and sitting on top of your hair. That's what you want. So if you have products that turn really white on top of your hair, that's not good. That just means it's sitting on top of your hair and it's not really going into your strands, which isn't good. We want it to really get in there so it could work from the inside out. See, I'm just using my fingers, just detangling where I feel knots, but I'm doing it like really gently. And I like using my fingers because then you could really feel the knots and kind of work your way around it. And work through it without just ripping your hair. And I'll just, you know, keep going through with my fingers. Okay, that is just products. Now, I like to go through with my pick from the bottom and just kind of work my way through. I do get little knots like this. I feel like it's natural to just lose a little bit of hair. I didn't really lose any hair in the shower, so I expect to kind of lose some outside of the shower and just be really gentle. It's good. Instead of leaving it out, I like to twist it back up. I'll go back through the ends a little bit, make sure there's nothing hanging in there. And then finish it off. So most of my hair, I feel like, is a lot of twisting, retwisting, because I don't want to leave things too long and then it gets too dry, especially my hair soaks up water pretty quickly, so I like to work through it really quickly. You already know the multi-purpose bag, a plastic bag, okay, a garbage bag, a hair bag, This bag is for everything. It's for everybody. I need to stop. Alright, so I put the bag on my head, and then I also use this heating cap. It has two functions, high and low, and I sit with this over my head for about an hour. Let it just soak in all that goodness. Sometimes I'll even add some oil in my hair if I feel like it needs a little something something, but that's just extra right now. So I'm gonna let this sit for an hour. I'm gonna wash it out. Make sure you rinse your hair with cool water so it kind of seals everything in. And I'm gonna come back with my products and show you how I style my hair, and then we're gonna get it on and poppin'. These girls are gonna be so fire. I can't wait. Fresh out the shower, feeling nice and clean. So I finally washed out the conditioner. My hair feels so soft. It literally feels like a pillow, and I love Shea Moisture, and especially that conditioner, because I feel like it really makes your hair feel like clouds. It's amazing. So I'll also be doing the LOC method. The first thing I'll be using is the Jamaican Black Castor Oil Strengthen and Restore Leave-In Conditioner from Shea Moisture as well. And then I follow up with oil, and I'll be using grapeseed oil, and I got this from the grocery store. Grapeseed oil is good for people with low porosity hair because it actually penetrates the hair instead of sitting on top of the hair like some other oils, like coconut oil I find does that a lot. And it also makes you just, it's not that greasy, and it's very moisturizing. So this is a great alternative. And last but not least, I'm using the Shea Moisture Red Palm Oil Cocoa Butter Curl Stretch Pudding. Also by Shea Moisture. Don't kill me, it's been quarantine. Walmart only has Shea Moisture, so that's what I got. And then following up with these little curl former things. I don't know, you put them at like the end of your hair, and I find this is what really gives my hair like that nice curl and coil at the end. So I like doing all of this without using gel, because I find gel just makes my hair super dry, and then you gotta wash it, and then your hair has gel in it. It's just super unnecessary. And I find like I could still get the same results by using all these things, especially the curl stretch pudding, without using gel. So I'll be doing that. So this is super extra, but sometimes I do this to like really make sure my hair is moisturized. I'll get a plastic bag, and I'll get like the clear ones from the dollar store that are pretty small. I guess they're meant for like maybe garbages. And I'll put that over my head, and I'll let this sit in my hair for another 20 minutes. And then I'll follow up and actually style my hair with this and with the curl things. And I find that really locks in the moisture and gives your hair time to really soak in the products. At least it's just leave-in and oil, and I find it really helped. It is the next day. I got super tired last night, so my 2-day wash day and styling routine has now turned into 3 days, but it's alright because I just put leave-in and oil in my hair, so I'm sure it probably feels really good. So this is the plastic bag I put over my head. And the good thing about doing stuff like this is your hair's still wet because you put this bag over your head and you slept with it and your hair kind of like sweats during the night. So it still probably feels really good. I'm gonna take these out and maybe I'll just work in sections. So it's just a little bit easier. You could see I have like that mark on my forehead from when you have like a plastic bag on your head too long and then it gets gray. I'm also wearing the Lawless foundation. I'm gonna get kind of close. I don't know if you guys care, but it's clean beauty. I put a little bit of bronzer on as well, but I think it looks pretty good. If you have like hyperpigmentation and stuff, it doesn't really cover it. It covers it a little bit, but I think I look pretty glowy, and I just have the strobe cream underneath, but I think it looks pretty good. Okay, so my hair is still wet and it is so soft. Oh, my hair feels so good. I'm gonna zoom you in. I am amped to do my twist out. Let's see. Look at that. Look at that. Okay. Who's that? Oh my goodness. That shine too. Look at that. You can even see that. The shine, the luster is just... This is everything. This is what we live for. These are our goals and our dreams. To have just a healthy pop in here. I almost want to take the whole thing out to sea, but should I just do it? I'm gonna just do it. I'm gonna show you guys because we're just living for this right now. You know what? This is worth the 3 days. It is. I'm gonna get nice and close. Don't mind this line here looking crazy. Even from the back, let's see. I know I'm wearing black, so it's kind of stupid. But like, my hair feels good. Alright, I'm kind of happy. So if your hair needs like extra TLC, like sometimes I'll do this, but I'll do it when my hair is already kind of like styled and I just want to maybe restyle it. I'll wet my hair in the shower, put some oil, and put a cap over my head or a plastic bag. But this is like, I am living for this right now. And this is exactly why I don't want to put gel in, because I just feel like you put gel in and your hair just becomes dry. At least when it's just oil and leave-in and stuff like that, it's not too bad. So I'm gonna just clip this in. I'm gonna do it maybe in rows. I find it a little bit easier. Okay, so I'm gonna work on a section like this, which is pretty good. And look how greasy my hands are, but they're still wet, which is nice. So like I said before, I'm gonna be using the Shea Moisture Curl Stretch Pudding. See, it's very thick. Look at that. That ain't coming out. Nice and thick, how we like it. I'm gonna split this into about maybe 2. I'm gonna take the first section like this. Take a little bit more, like a dime size. You don't want to go too crazy. Rub it in, get it nice and warmed up to go into your hair. And then really just work that butter through your hair, especially at the end, because we want to seal all that goodness in. So this is kind of like my seal. What I do is I braid the beginning. So do like a 3-strand braid. Do it nice and tight, because I find with the braids it allows your hair to be stretched. So I braid it, And then when I have about, so I still have maybe half my hair left, I'm gonna start twisting it. So I have about this much left. Now I'm just going to kind of split this in two. And I'm gonna just twist the rest of it. So I get to the end, then you just make sure you curl it, wrap it around your finger so it looks like that. Then I'm gonna grab one of these. There's like hair on it, so grab one of these. Then wrap your hair around that. Oops. Try not to hit this. And then you wrap your hair even around the last strands that you put there so it's secure like that. And then you can kind of wrap it a little bit. I'll even wrap it a little bit more. And then seal it like that. Now I'm gonna just kind of put these back a little bit for a second. And I'm using castor oil. It's in a vitamin bottle. Don't ask me why. This is straight from Jamaica. I really love castor oil, and it's really thick. It's really good for regrowing edges. I wonder if people are still doing that 30-day castor oil challenge that was going on to regrow your edges. I feel like I might even try to do that. Just bring that back. That was such a trend and it just disappeared, and I don't know if it's because these girls were deceiving us and it didn't actually work, or if people are just over it because we have the attention span of a goldfish and we're just on to the next best thing so quickly. 3 days later, I am finally done my hair and ready to take it out. So I slept with my bonnet on. I know this became like a 2-day process, that became a 3-day process, but you know what? Such is life. I'm in quarantine. I'm not really going anywhere, so it's fine. So this is how it's looking. It's obviously fully dry now. Now I'm going to be using a little bit of jojoba oil. And I'm going to coat my hands. I'm gonna run it through my hair, especially if it has any like flakes or anything. I find that this kind of helps get rid of it. I look crazy right now, but you guys get it. This girl is literally perfect. So make sure your hands are nice and greasy. I'm gonna even add a little bit more oil to my hands if I can open it. Unravel it really gentle. Put my finger through and then do that. And I kind of just like untwist it. Okay, so this is how it's looking. See how curly those ends are? It's like 3 different patterns, but they look really good. And I'm not gonna completely separate those right now because I do want to do the rest of my hair. So this is how it looks when I take everything out. And I think it looks pretty good because I still have to separate it and like, you know, fluff it out. But as you can see, it still looks good. There are sections though that aren't as curled, and I always kind of forget it's a little bit better to do them in chunkier sections than smaller sections, because as you can see, the front is a lot less like defined. It's a little bit more frizzy compared to the back, which I don't even know how the back's looking, but I feel like there are more sections where it's a little bit more defined. But it's fine because I'm gonna pick it out anyways. And what you do, so I'll take this piece, you separate your hair where it wants to separate. So try not to create unnecessary spaces where it doesn't even want to be. So for example, this piece, you can kind of see wants to separate there. Take these pieces out, you see even this piece like that. Okay, so this is how it looks. Just picked at, well, just separated with my fingers. And I'm gonna go back in with my pick and kind of try not to pick out the ends. Just try to pick out like the middle bit. So I'll just kind of do this around the perimeters. I know it seems kind of counterproductive to do all that work just to kind of pick out your fro, but I like having the little like random curls in between, and I just feel like my hair doesn't have that naturally in certain places, so I like having those random curls. It's still big and messy, but yeah, I think this is pretty cute. And this makeup's been on for a while. It's not my best makeup look, but yeah, she's working, she's serving for that natural, clean-ish beauty. Anyways, it is hella late. It's like 3 a.m. so I'm gonna go to bed. With that being said, good night guys, and sleep well.